Hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to I don't know. So, I did a practice run, and this is probably the best run I've ever had, or at least one of them. If you notice, I got, what, 6 health pickups? Is that 7 jumps? I've yet to get a might mod. I've got a couple of speed boosts and some armor, but this is with a hedgehog launcher, so I figured it would be a miss to waste the possibility of me beating the Gumball machine, even if I didn't show the rest of the run. Just to show that, you know, I'm not totally incontinent, and if I fail this, well, you guys will understand, probably, I hope. If you're extremely judgmental, I'm sorry, I am not the best at this game. Unfortunately, this run kind of was marked with a couple of problems. Oh geez, that's terrifying. So, a couple of problems being, weapon level. We ran across the, oh shoot, the big ol' organ thing that, like, not the end of the world as far as bosses go, but it really managed to take off a lot of my weapon experience. Speaking of, this does not seem to be working. What is the Cartesian? Oh, ho, ho, ho. So that's what that does. That's cool. Largely useless to my situation at this current point in time, but still cool. So I want to see if I can do something I did a long time ago. Yep, hello. So, this is one of the only ways I know about, like, how to defeat the Gumball machine. And it's to stand on the Gumball machine. Or at least, I'd swear this works. I guess I can't hurt it unless the shield is actually down, which, you know what, makes sense. It's definitely something I need to learn in the future, but this is definitely kind of a cool way to fight the boss. And if I win this based on, you know, my shenaniganry, then I'm totally 110% down. I'm going to see if I can scoot over to the side and kind of whiff it in here. Because the problem is I can hit myself, which is a problem. Okay, now I'm hitting the Gumball machine, so with any luck when the shields go down, we're golden. Unfortunately, if we're stuck in here and the shields only go down if certain criteria are met, then I'm going to actually have to tilt out of here, or jump out of here, which is not exactly what I would call an ideal situation, but we can deal with it. And yeah, so that hedgehog launcher, one of the... Oh, I am hurting it. Or supposedly hurting it. It's flashing red. Okay, you know what? Let's just tilt out of here. I'm not doing this right. And it's a terrible idea to just waste a lot of your health sitting inside the Gumball machine, waiting for things to happen. Alright, so I'm sitting on its shields, which means the lasers can't hit me, a lot of the lights can't hit me. I do have to watch out for a number of things, but I wonder... Unfortunately, since there's no explained process for how the Gumball machine works, it's pure conjecture of, like, whether or not... Oh, geez, we're down to level 1. This is not good. Not good in the slightest. But I honestly have no idea how or why the Gumball machine works the way it does, because will the shields open up? I don't know. Is it time-based? I don't think so. Is it... Shit. Well, we're on a safety little platform in here. Good. I was terrified that we'd lose the run if purely out of falling through the world, which, I mean, is technically possible, but not what I would call a fun experience. Oh, is that how you disrupt it? Oh, okay, that's awesome, and problematic at the same time. So I figured out how to open up the Gumball machine, and I've never actually figured that out before, and that's cool and terrifying at the same time because my gun is extremely underpowered. But now we know how to open up the Gumball machine's shields. So what you have to do is, and I don't know how I never figured this out before, you have to goddamn shoot that thing. And unfortunately my bullets do almost 0 damage, so I'm going to leave this footage in, even if we lose, because we learned something hideously important, and to me that's valuable. So what did we learn? Shoot this thing, and you open up the Gumball launcher. Oh crap, that's one of the spinny things. Unfortunately, what does that mean? That means, we're probably not going to win this run, but hey, you know what? This is how you fight the Gumball machine. And knowing is half the battle, I really wish I did more damage. Anyway, I will, I assume, die very shortly. And even though this run is probably incredibly short from your guys' perspective, I'm still pretty damn happy with it. But I'm going to tack it on to the beginning of the next episode. Yep, there we go. I have died, but I have died with knowledge. So, I'll see you guys in a bit on a real run, and look at how many jumps I had received. 8 more. Doesn't even tell me what they are. And Cartesian lattice, which fires off lasers, which is kind of cool. Alright, so, cool. And we're back with the, I guess, start of the next run. So, in that little clip there, I pretty much showed how you fight the Gumball launcher. Or Gumball machine, yeah, there we go. I'd never figured that out before, and I'm really excited about it. So, we're going to be going with the pizza thrower. I don't know if it's pizza thrower again, or pizza thrower whatever, but I feel like doing pizza thrower, because the last run I did was with the hedgehog launcher, and as kind of fun of a gun as it is, conceptually, it's kind of a pain in the ass shooting anything that's like any distance away from you and or on the ceiling, which this game has a lot of things on the ceiling. So I was having some runs, yes. I was having the runs. I was having really bad diarrhea because I couldn't shoot things. No, my incontinence has nothing to do with anything here. Let's go shoot stuff. So, pizza thrower and the hedgehog launcher, for whatever reason, they just feel like kind of the same gun mentality to me. I mean, they're both based off of enemy designs. I guess the same thing with the unicorn vomit, but the unicorn vomit gun, I don't care for it. It's so risky. Like, unlike most of the other guns, which, yes, it has, like, some amount of kickback or splash damage that hits you, the unicorn vomit launcher is just downright dangerous. So we've got a mystery box, which, at this point, I know better than to tango with. So let's just go up and not deal with the terrifying realities of extremely bad mystery boxes. Because, let's be quite honest here, I've had a lot of those. Nope. Ow. Oh, that didn't hurt. Okay, good. So, I have the worst luck with these elevators. My power-ups. No. Like, okay, it got stuck. So we're just going up, I guess. Because there's stuff up here that I want, and I really hope it won't go away. Anyway, there's also a secret area up here. And that's the boss down there, so I don't quite want to deal with that. So I'm just gonna, I guess, shoot the enemies from way above. I was kind of hoping to get whatever they had, but you know what? Meh. We'll deal with it. So we found a secret area. Okay, what is up in this secret area? No. Okay, so there's a difficulty ++, which, you know what? No, just no, nuh-uh. And yeah, no. And that's pretty much my thoughts on the matter. Not a whole lot of arguments there. I hope from the peanut gallery. Yes, got it. And we should have enough coinage from this. Will they all fall down? Okay. We don't have enough coinage. Nuts. Okay, I was hoping I would be able to collect enough coins from that pile, stack, whatever you want to call it, that I could, come on. I don't want to take falling damage here. That'd be really embarrassing right as we go into the boss room. So I have no idea who this boss is, and I'm really hoping they don't just kill us outright. It looks like it's going to be Lanternopholis. Okay, I should be able to deal with him no problem. I'm pretty experienced with Lanternopholis, and the pizza launcher does do enough damage that I'm not too concerned. I mean, really the issue is just DPSing him before he's, well, especially after he goes into, like, super speed mode and starts spitting out flaming stuff left and right. Now, it does look like it takes a little bit for the flaming stuff to start going, so as long as I'm, like, super mobile, I don't have to worry about it too much, and we're done. Beautiful. So many pickups. So, I also forgot to mention what perk we're running. We're running the, what is it? Not Grease Monkey, whatever the Luck ++ one is. Because, I'll be quite honest, the last couple of runs we've done with that have probably been our best. I mean, there have been some tough spots here and there, and like a couple of curtailed runs due to jerk baggery, but when it comes down to it, I think the Luck is probably the best perk to go with, maybe Babby mode, but there's no downplaying the sheer value of all the pickups you get. And admittedly, I have yet to get any passive pickups, but I'm holding some kind of faith here, and or just being very hopeful, because, well, if you don't have hope, then all you've got is Susan, and let's be quite honest here. Susan's kind of a useless old broad, so we'll just kind of let her do her own thing and go back to shooting stuff, right? Right. Okay, so, a bit of non sequitur there. I should work on those. My references are extremely ill-informed, so more often than not, I just resort to kind of complete nonsense. And I apologize for that. I don't exactly have a good verbal filter. A lot of the things I say in life and out of life are just kind of like random thoughts in my head. And it's like, I don't want to say it's, you know, LOL to random, but it's just my filter, man. I can't help it. I mean, that's where the Brad Catcher came from. If you don't know who Brad Catcher is, it's Bird Catcher plus, you know, a wacky twist from my mind. Because I was saying we need to find somebody named Brad so he can go catch them. Look, I don't know where these things come from. I swear. I don't... What am I stuck on? Oh, I was probably stuck on a bomb or inside one. Or spiky. I think there's a nice power-up up there, which makes me sad. Actually, there's probably a lot of nice stuff up there, and there's no way of getting there. But, the most important thing is we're level 3. Or at least we have weapon level 3. And that can't be discounted in any way, shape, or form. That's really useful. Fortunately, we're in the Gearworks, and the Gearworks is kind of like my least favorite, most useful level. So, we're gonna take some damage there. No? No? I don't know how we didn't take any damage there. I was swearing we'd get hit by a pizza. Oh, I swear I just got hit in the face by a bullet, too. Are we, like, mystical right now? Magical? Are we a fairy wizard gun? We are the gun fairy. Okay, so... As the, you know, king of the gun fairies, my name is now, Lord Oberon, and, I'm gonna be prancing around in tights. Because apparently nothing can hit me, so why wear anything, protective in the slightest? Because I am lord over this domain. So, it's this room, and if I go all the way up, I'm pretty sure I could start getting some nice stuff. But it's always the question of, is the fall damage even remotely worth it? And the answer is, I have no idea. And that's always kind of a terrifying prospect, because it's like, is it worth doing all the platforming, taking, you know, a fair amount of falling damage? And the answer is, if I had to double jump, or triple jump, which means, you know, if I had picked those perks instead, or, well, that perk instead, I would definitely be going for it. But as it stands, it's like, the risk doesn't quite fit the reward. It's like, well, we'll just take that. Oh, come on. Didn't even hear him. Unfortunately, I play with only one headphone on, so it's pretty much being, like, directionally deaf. I can only hear things out of my left ear, because otherwise I find I talk way too goddamn loud. Alright, so we got some floaty tanks shooting at us from above. Oh no, it's one of those things. And a floaty tank. Now the question is a floaty tank just a flying distraction, or an actual threat? It looks like a floaty distraction. Oh, and it's not a, like, wall of... it's not a wall of cannons, it's just a line of individual ones, which is actually more threatening than, like, the fixed positional ones that shoot out a bunch of bullets at once. Because the thing is, the fixed positional ones, well, you can go right around them. These guys are just, well, I mean, they're not terrifying, they're the most basic enemy in the game, arguably. I guess you could make the case for the spin bots being the most basic enemy in the game, or the flying bombs being the most basic enemy in the game. But when it comes down to it, I think that's kind of semantics, and I think all three, I would say, are okay, yeah, are kind of the signature, basic enemy in the game. And I guess, even though I was talking about, like, risk-reward stuff, I have just managed to, walk up here out of sheer, well, that's actually a faster way of doing it. So we got a couple pizza throwers, and those are top priority, because I don't... Oh, he does actually shoot at us. Okay. Well, you know what? He's not going to bother me too much up here, and there's no secret, there's no nice things. Which offends me more than a little bit, so let's take out this guy. And then I want to try something gutsy. How gutsy? Let's just say I'm feeling extremely adventurous right now, and if I can do this small amount of platforming, oh, hello. Yeah, that means we can start doing this in the future. Cool. So this is the real secret. Weapon level 5. Yeah. Okay. Let's hop down, let's pick up the health pickups, probably counterbalance a little bit of the fall damage we're going to take, and weep a little bit, but oh well. So, was that worth it? Oh, hell yeah, that was worth it. Now I know how to do that properly in every way, shape, and form. And hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl. I've missed this room so badly. Because look at all the crap. Okay, so we got a couple of spin bots coming at us, but what do we just get? We got a health pickup. We got... I mean, we're still at weapon level 5. We didn't take any damage trying to take on all those lanterns, which I would say is like continuing our mystical fairy wizard. Oh, well, that was stupid. I thought I had already killed him. Alright, well, let's just reclaim our weapon level. Take out this flamethrower guy because, you know what? I'm just going to, like, forget, or I'm going to be doing weird platforming, and it turns out that these guys can shoot the floor, which I'm not discounting as a possibility, and I'm pretty terrified of that prospect. But what do we got? We got nothing back here. Good. Means nothing to surprise us. Let's go spelunking. So I don't have a double jump, or a triple jump, or any kind of extra jumps. We've got a lot of coins, so let's figure out what the secret is, because secrets are cool. Jump height, not the most useful thing in the world. I find it's best in conjunction with, you know, nice, double jump. But, again, back to the whole beggars can't be choosers thing, and realistically, it's kind of cool either way. So let's figure out how to get over... Oh, I swear it was through that one. Oh, it must be through this section here. Yes. Okay, so, back to my old tricks, and a little bit of platforming. So, I always feel like there's gotta... Oh, there is stuff over there. I don't know why I never looked over there. Oh well. Or maybe I did and I just don't remember it. Anyway. So, how does this work? Well, as this goes up... Oh, hey. Right, I forgot. There's, like, some pseudo-safety platforms. Still take some fall damage, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And there's secret number 2. And pretty much puts us up to weapon level max. Amazing. And then instead of trying to walk back normally, we're gonna go back into the breach, my friends, and we're going to go back up through, take the lift, and see what's on the other side, because out of my sheer foolishness, the last time I ever came through here, I never checked what was up on that platform, and that seems like wildly irresponsible, if you ask me. So, hello. So we've got secret number 3, health. Yeah, I mean, really, I would prefer armor. Really, I would prefer a lot of other things. But at the same time, extra health can't be discounted. It's just one of those, it's like, it's rare that I'm running around at full health. If I've got, like, vampirism running, oh, hell yeah, I will be full health, like, all the time. This is, kind of my greatest nightmare. And I think I can line of sight them slightly. Yeah, perfect. And that's it. Okay, greatest nightmare. A just staircase full of saw blade launchers. Oh, and they're coming in from the side too, which is terrifying and frustrating and evil. And let's just blitz it because weapon level down. What are we at? Weapon level 4. Ah, sucks. I guess this is the curse of the pizzas, where I invoked their wrath somewhere along the way, and I got burned for it a little bit. We are no longer at weapon level max, we're in fact only at weapon level 5. And there was a little bit of the lift clipping through the platform, and it scared the living daylights out of me. Anyway, so we're at weapon level... Right, you can get stuck in the grape nut burps. I was going to say grape nut farts, but that is not the right terminology for the condition I am suffering. So, I've been eating grape nuts recently. I don't know, it's kind of one of those, like, childhood foods that I would eat a lot. And apparently my body's not quite used to eating them anymore. And what just happened? I don't know, something hit me, and it was confusing. Oh, it was probably one of these. Who on you? We've also got a mega bullet cannon way up there. And those are terrifying. But I can't hop in the lift because, unlike most lifts, that one doesn't bring you where you think it will bring you. That one brings you straight up really fast, and if I remember right, there's spike... Oh, jeez. You know what I was talking about with, like, flamethrowers and floors? Flamethrower and floor... Shit. I really, really do not like that, because really no matter what, you get hit there. You can't see it unless you're in range, and you can't shoot it unless you're really in range. And we got a lot of bullets coming at us. At least, it really didn't take off too much of our health. The small amount of armor that we picked up is probably hugely useful in that situation. Let's just get behind these guys instead of fighting them normally. Because, I don't know, it seems like the wisest choice in this case. So we got some... What the hell is going on over here? I am Detector Wanderbot, and what the hell is with these lasers? I feel like... Yeah, there's gotta be a secret area back over here. Oh, yeah, there is. Now the question is it a secret area, or is it just borked? And that's a question I don't like asking with my body, but it does look like there's stuff down there. We don't have any extra jumps, but we got some extra health, and I really want to figure out what's down here. So, tally-ho, and this is gonna hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, what do we get down here? I hear stuff. Oh, jeez. So this is what we got down here. We have the motherload of little pea shootery dudes. And that's... I mean, there better be some kind of payoff down here, because this is kind of scary. Not because these guys do an ever-loving amount of damage, but they definitely do enough. So I think I've gotten... Okay, so we're just barely above level 4. Barely. And we're kind of petering between both, and these guys are not stopping spawning. At least the luck plus plus seems to be working heavily in our favor, because now we have double jump, which I'm going to say is mostly worth the trip, because, well, now because of double jump and... Oh, come on. Really? Am I gonna have to do this again? I'm gonna... Oh, crap. So, I did something stupid. Bad stupid. I was like, oh, you know, I'll just hop down and see what's down here. What? Well, okay, so there's a Mega EXP block over there, and I could have gotten it if I hadn't hopped down. And then there's this. Well, we do have a double jump, so we're not going to take damage falling down here. But it is terrifying in a lot of ways. So we've got not exactly what I would call my purest nightmare, but it's pretty damn close. These spiky ball launchers are horrifying. They rip through your weapon EXP like nobody's business, and I don't like them that much. So is this it for the massive track of secret areas, or is there more waiting for us here? Is there something nice? Is this it? Found an Uber secret. It's not much of an Uber secret, it's like a 10-cent thingamabob. Alright, so let's go up. Are we gonna go up? Oh, hello. Well, there's no stopping the coal train right now, and, wait. This means, now that we got the double jump, we can actually go back down the secret area without taking damage, which is terrific. Also means I know where this is in the future, because I've never found an Uber secret before, and that's kind of really cool. So, tally-ho, I guess. And, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna just take a shit ton of damage. No, I'm not. I took a little bit of damage. I probably should have held off a little bit. But you know what? I was never very good at playing chicken as a kid. You know, I crashed my grandfather's tractor straight through a biplane. Maybe not exactly a whole lot of truth to that story, but it's kind of one of those where it's up to you to decide whether or not I'm an honest person. And the answer is those things look terrifying. But... you know what? This is another maybe secret? I don't know. And whoop. Still took a little bit of damage, and there's nothing up here. Okay, through the teleporter. I think I actually did this before and made that exact same mistake, but you know what? We're practically full health if we didn't have any health pickups. Ah, crap. Okay, so we're up against Dr. Turret again. Now, I don't really like this variant of Dr. Turret. It is mean. Those are a lot of saw blades. So, Dr. Turret, like this, is kind of a giant bastard. Because you have to go up and down him just simply to find his weak point, which I'm not keen on. At least, I found it. Did I hit it? No, I didn't hit it. And he managed to do a fair amount of damage to me, and the enemies are perpetually respawning, which sucks. Okay, so what do we got? Where is the last one? Nope, I want to get out of here before the lasers come through. Is it here? Nope, not here either. How do I get up? Do I have to get up on the other side? Crap. It's like a platforming challenge, but with a giant evil death machine. And it's not my favorite. Not my favorite at all. Where's the last one? Is it on the top? No, it's not on the top. I really wish the enemies dropped health power-ups or, you know, some kind of boost. But is this the last one? No, it's not the last one. Oy gewollt. I'm not even Jewish, and hello, thank you. Thanks for coming. Didn't actually take that much damage there, which I'm very thankful for. Because, damage in any capacity is terrible, but damage here is, run destroying. But, let me get my voice back. We now have something even more terrifying. We have rapid shot pizzas, and a health pickup, which is going to be hugely helpful. And got stuck on the level architecture. Ooh, the temptation to kill these guys right now is pretty high, and it doesn't seem like Hugbot Alley spawns if you do consecutive runs without killing these guys, but I'd love to get there, because, I mean, what was it, 2 runs ago when I got the weird-ass gun? I hate this. Well, we're full up on, yeah, I'm just gonna risk it, and if we lose because of it, it's in the name of science, and you can blame scientists, and, yeah, it's all Einstein's fault. So we'll just pin everything on Einstein and go from there. Battlements. I like the battlements. They're short, they're sweet, and there's a lot of stuff here. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of good jumps. If I could get, like, one more jump, I'd be golden. Just so I could get up onto the sides, the side ledges, whatever, and get all this stuff. So let's use and abuse our rapid shot right now. I don't know if we got any magnetism pickups. I feel like we did, but my memory does not serve me as well as I would like it to. So it's hard to remember. But I'm trying to bait that weapon level power up. It does not look like it's going to come though. So you know what? Let's just take out these silly slidey cannons. It's like a tongue twister, but it's not even a tongue twister. It's just like me futzing around with my diction, and it's not working that well. Alright, so we got some coinage, not so great, but lots and lots of, spiky balls. I don't like spiky balls that much. They are unpleasant, and they really, really kind of mess up my day in a lot of ways. But, you know what? We've got rapid shot, and best of all, we've got a lot of these. I took a bullet to the face because I was too focused on what I was saying and what I was doing. I've noticed that on my practice runs, I'm like 10 times better at this game, so I actually feel like trying to do a running commentary while playing this game is largely not a problem, but it is largely a distraction. And I would not stop this for the world just to be a better Tower of Guns player. That would seem largely irresponsible, especially to, you know, my fan base and anybody that enjoys these videos, and really just in general. I think it's a lot more fun having somebody to talk to, even if you guys only talk back to me in the comments. And I really hope you're not talking back to me. I really don't want sass right now, because, you know, I'm in a rough place in my life, and these guys are shooting at me, and, you know, everything's kind of going okay, but, you know, life could still use a little bit more of a pick-me-up here and there. But, you know what's nice? We've got a lot of health pickups, and for once, we can get up here. And I think I noticed something else that I'd never really tested before. There are 2 secrets in here. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I was just kind of walking by, and it's like, oh, there's like a little glint of blue underneath. This run seems to be very focused on making sure we are at weapon level max, which I can only assume will mean that by the time we get to the final boss, we are going to be at weapon level 1, and very, very sad, because we haven't been getting a whole lot of good passive boosts. I think maybe we got 1 armor pickup, period, and this is not so bad. This is not so great. I think we also got a speed pickup, which is useful. But right now, at least we can kind of like insta-gib pretty much everything. And, hey, there's the extra jump I was kind of pining after earlier. And I almost took some damage there. So, a lot of health pickups. I'm very glad for that, because we've got rapid fire. And to me, rapid fire is going to be more valuable than, like, a vampirism mod. Even though vampirism would mean, you know, we wouldn't have to worry about health pickups ever again up until the final boss. The moment you hit the final boss, vampirism goes largely to the dogs and becomes one of the least useful weapon mods in the game. Whereas rapid fire, well, rapid fire is going to let us more or less stun lock the Gumball machine if we make it there. And if we can make it there, oh boy, we are going to wreck his shit. And now I know how to fight him. It's also going to be a very long run if I'm tacking the how to fight the Gumball launcher onto that. So we've got a couple of jumps, we don't have much speed, but I think we can still deal with Chomps a lot pretty effectively. I do have to watch out for my own saw blades. I kind of forget that that's a thing where you can hurt yourself, but it definitely is one of those. Let's get out of the way. Luckily they can get stuck on each other, which is a, I wouldn't quite say a feature, but is definitely an aspect of this boss fight that I am very thankful for. Because, I don't know, I mean, it would be kind of interesting to fight... Ow. Okay, so less so on the maxed out weapon level, but I kind of walked into that one. So we got a lot of pickups over here, and I'd very much like to pick them up before they all go away. Hello, thank you, goodbye. So there are the chomp slots. They should be totally ineffective at getting to me, but they will summon the mini Napoleons, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Now, I'd love to take out one of these, so I'm not going to mess with the mini Napoleons quite yet. There you go, beautiful, and health pickup, awesome. So, anything else here of worth? Yes, lots of things of worth. And I'm concerned about the chomps a lot. Yep, there he is. And can I kill him? I killed him. Great. So, I remember the first time I fought chomps a lot, and it was terrifying. Now, it's not so threatening. Which is good. And bad, because it doesn't mean I get overconfident. I don't like being overconfident. So, I'll lean forward in my chair a bit. Oh, the hug bots. Nope. It would be amazing if we went to Hug Bot Alley right now. I could definitely use the power-ups at the very end of it, but chances are not likely. Logistics, okay. It said Battlements again, and it's like, oh, I would love to do the Battlements a second time, but, you know, 2 times is a little bit too many, and I would very much like to get to the last boss in at least some degree of due haste, because, well, I've got a date with Death, and this time I think I can defeat the Gumball machine. And that, to me, is fantastic. So what do we got? We got terrifying business. Okay, so I'm not going to make it there. I was really hoping I could get stuck in the level architecture, because, this... Oh. Oh. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to approach from the direction I did previously, I'm going to approach from this direction. So what do we got up here? Monetary gain. The thing I need least in this game, I would have killed, well, I do kill a lot in this game, but I would have, you know, gone nutso for some armor or a might bonus, because the thing is, as nice as weapon level is, I complain about this practically every time we ever play, might is nice, except for when you take damage, and then it's not so nice. So let's get across to this thing, and what do we got? Anything over there? Does not look like it, and I don't want to do too much spelunking. So we got anything over here? Aha! So this is going to probably put us right back up to weapon level 5. Barely. It means I got to be careful. I've got to be largely careful in this entire area. Because, well, after... Hey, it's this area. So what does this mean? It means run for the hills, and we're not going to be at weapon level 5 for this section, but... with any luck, we can get past these guys without taking too much damage. Dodge the bullets, yes. I love the fact that dodging bullets in this game is actually a viable thing. Like, most first-person shooters is like, dodging bullets, what are you, crazy? I mean, you can kind of like duck and weave so people have trouble hitting you, but actually, like, dodging a bullet intentionally? Nonsense. Well, this game, you get pretty good at it, and I love it. I've also noticed that this game has trained me fairly effectively for loadout. The whole, I don't know, the like pseudo-casual shootiness to it with high jumps and the aiming at specific people well in the air. I don't know, I used to be terrible at that, and now I'm pretty good with the jump and shoot. And I guess I'm jump and shoot man, but, you know, jump and shoot, jump and shoot. So, I think the last time I was here, I don't know if it was on a practice run. I think it was on a practice run. Could have been on camera, but I believe it was on a practice run because I don't remember commentating over this. So we do have a little bit of the unicorn poop launchers, which I have to be careful of, but not too careful of, because what I can do is just kind of like plop myself over here, and I mean there are going to be some bullets, but if I plop myself specifically here, the bullets won't be able to hit me because there's a pillar in the way, which is amazing. Now, admittedly, at high levels, it's very hard to actually see where my pizzas are flying, specifically. I think I've got that guy on the ropes. And there's only one left. Or two left. Which, concerning, but... Oh, I forgot, we have triple jump at this point. So I'm gonna get over that mine before it hits us, because I'd love to avoid mines. As a kind of rule of thumb, mines are, you know, not mine. I don't want to romance mines, and they hurt. So we've got something different, and I'm going to not do it because it's a giant pain in the ass. But if you notice, there are a bunch of these like booster blocks all over the place. If I were an insane person and we're not doing this on camera, I would go up there. I tried, and somebody's shooting spiky balls at me. Oh, there he is. Hello. I think I missed him the last time I was through this room too. It sucked. Anyway, we're actually almost up to max weapon level. So what you can do is you can use all the booster blocks to just more or less go like up, over, up, and then across. And if you notice, there's some platforms up there. I'm not that gutsy. I don't have enough jumps, and I don't have enough health to really make it viable. I do technically have Toga Trooper wing, and if I had like 7 jumps like the short kind of segment you guys saw me do a little bit ago, then I could probably just do this on my own without the booster blocks and, you know, not take damage. But as that stands, I just don't trust myself to do that. Holy sweet mother of mercy. So, what is this? This is probably the most terrifying version of this room I've ever seen. Now, first things first, see if we're in trouble. No? Okay. Then we do the kind of long process of murdering the crap out of all of these super cannons to clear ourselves away. Okay, now we've got a little bit of kind of leeway here. Oh, hello. We're not out of the marshes yet. No, we're not out of the frying pan. I mean, technically everything here is the frying pan, and we're on fire. So there's no, you know, out of the frying pan and into the fire. It's just purely like, well, you know what, sizzle, sizzle, your cooked bacon one way or another. Now, I think there are a couple more purple launchers, but I'm out, and a flamethrower. But I'm kind of focused on taking out these cannons, and judging by the fact that nothing is hitting us currently, I'm just going to assume we're safe. Not you're safe, well, you guys are probably safe. Yep, hello. There they are. Right on target. Or right on cue. They hit me a little bit, but not a whole lot of damage. And beautifully, they gave me a lot of stuff. So we got a flamethrower on the other side of that. Got all of the pickups I needed, or wanted, or could get. I guess there are a couple more, but we're at max weapon level. We're just shy of full health in a couple of ways, which is amazing. And we got some coinage over here. Now, what do we need on this run? We need might, we need armor. Can we get those? I don't know. This game is very finicky about what it does give and what it does take away. So what I'm gonna do is go on an adventure. So what did we get? We got probably nothing wholly worth it, and there's some splash damage going on outside. Oh no. I was still flying and I didn't realize it. So what do we got? We got 2 tanks, which is tolerable. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to ignore the shit out of them. Why? Because I can outrun their bullets. What can I outrun? The ET guns. ET guns are... I mean, they're not truly terrifying, but they pose more of a threat to us than the tanks do, technically. I mean, it's kind of an interesting question to ask. It's like, is the thing that can instigate... Oh, geez, we're going to get hit. No? I don't know how we managed to avoid the tank cannon fire. Maybe the ET guns are blocking it for us, which I would have to say is positively amazing, but that's a lantern, a mini lantern, and I want to get out of here. I'm gonna get the health pickup before that goes away, because I would prefer to have as many health pickups as possible, and then we're heading back down because adventures. And this is also the safest place to... Whoa, we almost got stuck in the level architecture, and that would have been pretty damaging. So, luckily, weapon level 5, rapid fire, and pizza thrower means a lot of damage, and tanks go down fast, which is good, which is amazing. Now, I'm thinking now it would have been really cool to use the 609mm hand cannon on this, but I don't think our survival rate would have been as high. Come on, health pickup, I need you. Before the ET guns realize I'm over here and out in the open. Alright, so what do I mean by the 609mm? Well, think of 609mm with the... because it's practically already an Uber mod attached. It's NTNT because it's got such high damage, such high, you know, splash. Only problem with it is it doesn't have any kind of, you know, nice and fancy speed. It's very slow. I guess on one hand it's also kind of mixed bag in that regard because you can't actually, well, the bullets don't ever fly faster, which sucks. But the question of, well, hey, I made it, cool. It's the question of, like, would it be really cool to just lay down a bunch of bullets and just watch them slowly make their way to your target? And it's like, I would be, I mean, maybe enchanted is not the right word, but I would definitely be enthused to see a scenario where, is there anything up here? Nope. And that was concerning. Alright, so now we're just back to normal free fall, but, wasted a little bit of health there, damn. I was like, hey, you know what? We can fly. Let's use and abuse this ability right now to figure out... Okay, so we've got a couple of flamethrowers, which is terrifying. We've also got lasers, also terrifying. Luckily, the lasers have given us a huge amount of leeway, and that's a vampiric usable item mod. So, I will admit, I don't actually like that mod, not item or mod. I don't like the vampiric barrel attachment that much for one reason and one reason only. The vampirism only works when you kill enemies. And it would be amazing if you know, blew it and proceeded to just, like, get a lot of your health back shooting something. Not the case, you have to kill a bunch of things. Which means it's probably the most useless weapon, well, item in the game when you're fighting up against the end boss, because, you know, there's just no dealing with that. Alright, so there's a couple of secret areas I've discovered, and the question is, will we get enough juice on the Toga Troopa wing to get to them? Because if we could, that would be phenomenal, and I think we're going to, because you get a little bit of weapon charge every time you kill an enemy, and you get a little bit of weapon charge as a drop every once in a while. And the question is, did we get enough? And the answer seems to be no, and I'm very depressed about that statement because I would have loved to show off an area, and I don't think we don't got enough hoops to do the shoops, which sucks, because it's over here. I mean, maybe if I, yes, okay, we can actually get this. We got it. Perfect. So 3 jumps and a jump height booster is enough to get you up here. So I discovered this on the previous run as well, and it's kind of helped me out substantially, because you get up here, and then you're like, oh, there's this, like, massive secret chamber back here. What's here? A goddamn buttload of money. You know the most useless thing in the world to us right now? Money. Money's pretty useless. I think there's a shop down there. I don't actually... Oh, right. It's got the vampiric barrel attachment, which, as I was railing against, is pretty useless. We got the Toga Trooper wing, which is... Am I gonna make it? The answer is no. Is there a way to get up here? Yes. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna use... There's another secret area I'm gonna try and get to. And first, I need to get onto this yellow pillar here, unless it won't let me. Come on. I know you can make it. I'm stuck on stuff. It's weird. I don't like it. Because I was definitely stuck on less things. Come on. I made this before, yeah. So there's another secret area over here, and since I know I can make it up this pillar, it's like, you serious here? Okay, no, don't fall. Beautiful. Okay, and we made it. What do we get? We get an item charge bonus. Where were you like 5 minutes ago? Oh well. So, honestly, kind of an incredibly crappy upgrade, but at the same time, good enough. So no more power-ups here. Kind of sucks. I would kill for... Oh, hello. So, Egg Scrambler again. So, I think you can hit the Egg Scrambler from here as it comes down. Yep. Or at least it gives me the critical hit thing. But you know what? We're fighting the Egg Scrambler for once with a gun that doesn't do splash damage. I mean, there is ricochet, so there's the question of, will it be enough? And the answer is, I'm not entirely certain. But main answer is don't stand super close to it because you're going to take some stupid damage and not be very happy about anything. But there are enough health pickups to mostly sustain us. The only problem is if we get clobbered by one of those arms, it will seriously kind of mess our day up, if only because it will take away all of our weapon level. Currently we're at weapon level 5, which I would say is pretty phenomenal, but I don't want to tango with the Titan. Or tango with the tumblers, I think is a better phrase right now. So I did... crap. I did boost up my... my field of view pretty substantially since, what, like 1 or 2 runs ago? So with any luck, that will actually help us substantially against this. And, I mean, if I could, I'd have 360-degree vision. If I could be a chameleon, that would be amazing. Because I wouldn't even be looking at the boss right now, I'd just be looking left and right and be like, well, you know what? I know you're like, you represent significant harm to life and limb right now, but you are not the actual danger to me, because it's your, like, weird-ass little limb things that spin and hurt that are the serious threat to my existence yet. So we're more or less just getting stuck on these things, and it's making me very sad, because we're down to weapon level 2. You know, as I was saying, it's like the biggest threat is not the thing that can explode, it's the thing that will take off all of your weapon level. And we're exactly in that situation. It makes me sad, because, you know, how many times has it been since we've gotten the whole, like, you are... What the... Has it not gone on to Phase 2? I swear it was on Phase 2, which is why I was kind of going on an adventure mode. But yeah, how many times has it been this run that we've been brought all the way back up to max weapon level? And chances are, we're not going to get that chance again, and chances are, we might even die on the Egg Scrambler, if only because... Oh, hello. Yep, here we go. They're not going to be friendly. So, I'm going to try something a little different. Well, that's not effective. Maybe back here? Maybe back here is safe. Okay, because none of the tumblers seem to be hitting me. They seem to be passing right around me. Oh, hide on the arrow. Of course. Okay, so this kind of sucks. And, okay, that... my assumptions are false, and this is gonna hurt, and my hands aren't on the keys. I was rubbing my chin thinking I was being pensive, and I paid for it. Oh, this sucks. But then again... I definitely was doing fairly well in a lot of regards, but if you look at all of our power-ups, it's health, magnetism, item charge, health, 1 armor, bunch of jump heights. We had very little combat boosts. It was all just mobility, and 1 difficulty reduction, and item charge, which is largely useless to us. So, I actually feel like I did the best we could there, and I'm pretty happy with it. I was, the Egg Scrambler, especially that second phase, it's very hard to deal with, especially if you haven't managed to pick up enough armor, and I did not have enough. If I could get up to like 90, I'd be pretty safe and pretty happy. But, you know what, oh well, this is the way things go, and I will see you guys on the next run of Tower of Guns. And as always, thanks for watching.